Hello and welcome to Prison Architect. Yes, this is a game I've had for like 1,500 years, and I really enjoy it. It's like a fun game to play, but I never got around to doing it on YouTube, so I figured, I don't know, I'm going to do it right now, because what better time than after a disgustingly long hiatus of discussing this. Anyway, we are going to run some sort of disgusting federal prison filled with these filthy creatures, and the first thing we have to do is choose our warden, which is going to be important because they have a variety of different important things that they can do. So I think of all of these people, we got a lobbyist that has the likelihood of dangerous prisoners. Psh, psh, everybody wants dangerous prisoners. Come on, they're the best. Has likelihood of fearless prisoners and suppress them. No fun. Guards, 50% chance of uncovering any tunnels. Don't need that. We have better dogs than that. We have pacifies the overall temperature. And then there's gets a small cut of the resale value of each piece of contraband found. Yeah, you know what? I'm going for this person because she brings me money. Hello, Safara Aknova. Good for you. I like money, and I will take as much money as possible. So the most recent update to this game, which crazy thing, this game is still being updated, is the staff needs, which is totally going to be on. We're going to have weather and temperatures. We're going to have events, because I can't be asked about it. Honestly, I want some lakes. That's going to be cool. We're going to have a large prison, too. And should we turn on gangs? Yeah, totally. That sounds fun. Yeah, there we go. That's going to be great. We basically turned on everything, except for buildings, because, you know, I can't be asked. That's too much effort to say that as we have entire lakes in our map. Anyway, let's run some sort of ridiculous prison. Let's see what we got. Ooh. You know, that's really freaking scenic. Look at how scenic this lake is. Dude, we're going to have a yard with a lake in the middle. That's going to be amazing. I don't know if, like, prisoners can drown or anything, but that sounds like something that's almost certainly going to happen at some point. Whether or not it's our guards actually drowning the prisoners is another question, but, you know, we'll see what goes on. So, we've got our truckload of human beings here, which is going to be great, and we need to plan out some form of nice prison for everyone. So, fundamentals, we need a grant first off. Somewhere in here we have grants. Okay, these are like objectives that push us towards actually building a prison and also give us a bunch of money. So we need the basic detention center, and we'll work through that first off. And then we need probably, honestly, administrative center to get some offices and some actual people in here to do some research and stuff, which is the best. So let's see what we got. We got the build a basic detention center. We need a holding cell to bring people into, a shower, yard, kitchen, canteen, 2 guards, 2 cooks. That's basic. Like, I don't even care. Like, you can literally see me yawning right now. It's disgusting. I mean, I'm not actually yawning because I'm talking, and it's really hard to talk and yawn at the same time. It just so happens. But, you know, I'm getting as close to yawning as I can while at the same time talking. How long is this? 5? Okay. So what we're going to do is, obviously, this is going to be the entrance to our prison. It's like the only place that can be the entrance to our prison. So we're going to have, in the front, I think we'll have just a front room right here. It's not going to be a holding cell or anything. It's just going to be kind of a staging area. And it's going to work twofold. It's one going to be the first place the prisoners come in through. There's going to be a holding cell probably up here. We'll have something like a 3-wide hallway here that leads into the actual prison. And this section right here is going to be our holding cell, where we're going to keep people before we put them in an actual legit cell, like the fools that they are. And off to the sides are going to be some wings for administration and some sort of utility stuff, because, you know, I like utilities. Utilities are great. So there's going to be a hallway here. Probably, I'm thinking, off this upper area, we're going to have the actual utilities. So I think we might as well build this straight flush with the deliveries, and we're going to have a 2-wide hallway here, maybe a little open area for like a boiler or something. That'll be great. And right in here, we're going to have power. I can't remember how big we need to build this power. station. It needs to be one bigger than this, because we need space to build the station itself, and then these capacitor things increase the amount of power that a power station actually puts out. So we need to have enough space to put in all the capacitors necessary. We do have to aim that out pretty nicely. That should be perfectly sized right here. No prisoners are ever going to get in here, because I swear to goodness I'm not having any of that. Not a single prisoner is getting out of their prison cells ever. It's probably not good. I'm pretty sure prisoners have to get out at some point, or they'll like go stir crazy and try to kill each other, which on the one hand is going to fix a big problem for us, because we got a bunch of really dangerous prisoners that we don't really want to have around the prison. But at the same time, apparently, I guess our prison, the entire purpose is to hold prisoners, so maybe we shouldn't try to get them killed all the time. I don't know. I guess that's a thing. Anyway, this is going to be some office space here. And we're going to have, like, this is going to be the warden's office. It's going to be great. The warden's going to love it. And if she doesn't love it, not he, it's a she, then she's going to disappear in the middle of the night. And you know what? That's going to be really unfortunate, because I'm pretty sure they don't want to disappear in the middle of the night. Just saying. Anyway, let's get some brick walls up and running. Right, we need to lay foundations. That's actually what we need. So these foundations create inside areas, and then we build things on top of all of this inside area, which should be perfect. Yo, shut up. I'm not even having any of that. I'm building massive foundations wherever I want to build them, and I don't care if you say it's blocked. I'm not having any of that. So we're going to get this foundation set up, and we're going to have our peeps start actually building this up. We're also going to need a staging area out here, because basically we can see these trucks here. Prisoners come in on a truck pretty similar to this, and we're going to need to dump them out here initially, while guards then go to pick them up. But we don't want them running and, like, tripping, drowning in the lake, or, you know, escaping, which I think them tripping and drowning in the lake is worse for us, because then we're going to have some sort of, like, insurance fraud issues, or I guess that wouldn't be insurance fraud, but it would be insurance issues, and I'm pretty sure that's not going to be good for us. So if we could refrain from having people trip and fall in that lake, that'd be amazing, and we're going to do that with a fence, because can't even be asked. A fence is just the best way to do it, let's be honest. So that's going to get us a holding cell. We also need a kitchen and a canteen. Okay. We don't really want to build that close to the holding cell, because honestly, the holding cell is only a small place for people to chill out before they actually get sent to their legit cells. So I think, where are we going to build a cell block? We can build it off this way towards the administrative area. We can have coming off, have like, right here is going to be like a janitor's closet or something right across from the holding cell. And then we'll have a big open walkway here. We're going to have a central walkway. You know, it's really hard to think when all of you are knocking trees down. Can you please not? Jeez. Oh, that was surprisingly more annoying than I thought it would be. Anyway, we're going to have the central hallway junction here going off to different wings. And our first wing is going to be like right down yonder. We're going to have the best stuff. What do we need for cells? Because we need like, I don't know, 20 prisoners maybe? I mean, there's really no point in having a prison without at least like 20 cells. So it looks like it's a 2x3 minimum size enclosed indoor bed and toilet. Yep, that's reasonable. So we're going to do 2x3 because they're not getting anything nice. Trust me right now. They're getting nothing. So that's the 3, and that's the 2, and that, my friends, is going to be a single prison cell. I guess what we're going to do is have kind of this central hallway be the walkway between the different areas, and then jutting off of that central hallway is going to be a few cell blocks. Like this is going to be cell block alpha, and we're basically, it's going to be the best cell block filled with the most awesome of prisoners, like I don't know, someone who did insurance fraud, or Mad Max himself, who I guess has become our prisoner, which is probably bad, because honestly, Mad Max generally, last I checked, only becomes a prisoner to then escape and ruin the people who imprisoned him. So we should probably be a bit careful there. So that's not exactly 20 cells, even close, but, you know, it's close enough. So that's going to be our first cell block area. We should probably make sure we get the detention center before we actually build the cells, because we're going to get an additional 10 grand off of that, and that's kind of, you know, however much I like building nice prisons, I like 10 grand better. Just saying. Over here is going to be, I guess this is going to be our canteen. So we have a bunch of benches and tables. How big is a table? Doesn't look like it's actually that big. So we can put, like, I don't know. Let's see. Where's my planning? We're going to put probably, like, a table there, and a table there, and maybe an additional table. We'll have, like, 4 tables initially. That'll be great. That'll be a big canteen. It'll be nice. We can honestly put these tables closer to each other. And then we're going to need an eating area in the back where people can actually pick up their food, because that's kind of important. And that'll be our canteen. Man, this is going to be a really big prison from the very initial part. You know, the part about these games that I am always concerned about, is that there is a good likelihood that I'm going to spend all of my money before I even start, like, actually running a prison. This is a very bad thing. But we're going to try not to do that, because that's not good for the prison overall, just saying. That's going to be our actual kitchen there. And with that, we only have a couple more things that we would need before we can actually start running this. That would be amazing. So let's get a few more of these foundations up and running. Man, this is going to be really... This is just the super planning video, isn't it? This is the... planning video extraordinaire. My people, what are we going to do? We're going to build a prison, but to build a prison we must first lay down the building blocks of a prison, which is literally building blocks of a prison, and make this work. There we go. Okay, so these also require entrances, don't they? That's right. Before we can actually turn these into legit areas. So we're going to have... in the front, a jail door, and a jail door coming out of there, and this is going to be like the receptionist's office. I wish we had receptionists, because, I mean, in all technicality, we don't have any receptionists, and that's kind of a problem towards having a receptionist's office, but, you know, close enough, close enough. We're getting there. Where are we going to have a yard? Because we need a yard for these disgusting prisoners to actually do something. I guess if we're going to build in kind of like this fashion, we're going to speed up time a lot. If we build in this fashion down here and continue to expand this way, we could build a hallway, or even not even build a hallway, but just set up a fence leading out of here into a yard area that's just outside these cells. Oh, this will be great. Check this. There's our yard. Perfect. And all these fools can come right out of their cells and be in the yard and just chill out for, like, all of their life, because I guess that's a good thing for them to do. I don't know. Sounds solid. Anyway, so that's going to be our yard. That's perfect. And then we just need a shower room, which is, last I checked, a very important part of a prison, because we do not want smelly prisoners. Because I'm pretty sure the guards can deal with, like, dangerous prisoners and people trying to kill them and stuff, but they cannot deal with smelly people, because, I mean, what are you going to do? Spray them with deodorant? No, that's ridiculous. Nobody wants to spray them with deodorant. That's weird. So, yeah, we're going to need to get a shower room up and running. Why is this place currently not actually made into... Oh, there we go. We've got... Now it's turning into actual legitimate rooms. That's perfect. That's what I was looking for. Yo, what's up with these lights? Oh, no. No, don't auto-light, please. Oh, we've auto-lit the entire thing. I didn't want auto-lights. Those are the worst. Auto-lights are disgusting. Are you guys trapped in here? You guys are the worst. Let's see. What are we going to need to do here? We're going to need to... Where's the dismantle button? I don't even know. We're going to need to get rid of this. I think it's go to materials. There we go. Demolish walls. We're going to need to clear out this wall. Clear out this and then build the actual legitimate walls that we're supposed to have here. Which you guys seem to have failed to do pretty catastrophically. Just saying. You know, I was trying to make a nice prison here, and you guys messed it up. Just putting it out there. Just putting it out there. So this is going to be... Okay, here we go. Now things are getting back into order. Hopefully at some point all of these rooms will close up. I'm not 100% certain why they're not closing at this point, but you know what? Don't question it. It's going to be fine. So we're going to need some staff doors off this way, which is probably honestly part of why these aren't closing, I'm going to say. And then just some basic doors behind the staff door, because that is not a basic door. That is a solitary door. That is the most secure door in the world. Like, I've seen a lot of doors in my day, but the solitary doors, you can't even touch those things. They are ridiculous. I mean, you actually can touch them, but it's a figure of speech, you know? It's not literal. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Anyway, we're going to set all of this up here, get all these walls in, and we should have a holding cell soon enough. And with a holding cell, and honestly, with a few guards, we should be able to basically, I would guess, start opening our prison pretty freaking quickly. And in saying that, probably not before this video ends, because you know what? It takes a long time to build a prison. And honestly, looking back at what I've built, it looks disgusting. Like, what the heck have I even built here? This is terrible. Why did I build this? Why? I don't know. What is all of these foundations' problem? Oh, I see. This is probably the problem right here. We're going to clear that out. And that should, hopefully, just saying, maybe start to close up this area. Yes, no? Please? Oh, don't build that wall there. Come on, people. This is basic. Oh, I see. We're not even supposed to have all of these walls. Oh, my word. I feel like I've done a terrible job here, people. I've done something terrible to our prison that I can't even understand. I'm probably going to need to fix the whole situation that's occurred here anyway. That'll bring us, I guess, to the end of this episode, which so far we don't have a single prisoner, and there hasn't been a prison riot, which I guess is a good thing. What the heck is this light? Oh, my word. Okay, I'm going to fix this and get this up and running, what we built here, because I don't even know what I did, but I did something really bad, and it's not working properly, and this is going to be terrible. Anyway, I'll fix it, don't worry. And next time we'll come to having a nice, mostly empty prison that will eventually become something good. But anyway, until then, thanks for watching, and of course, as always, enjoy the rest of your day.